Yo, it's your boy CMO, aka Mr. Pointer. I'm back, and yes, I'm still alive. Shout out to everybody that's been on my channel since the beginning. But I'm feeling good. You know, I took the summer off, took a little break because I didn't have many classes. I'm starting my practicum and internship. I got a new house. Check out the new setup. You see my new chair, you know. And you know I got the snack. It's not sponsored, but you know I gotta keep the healthy snack on me. So get a snack, get some hydration. And today we're gonna be talking about how to spark that inner motivation. Let's get it. You gotta find that healthy motivation. It could be nerve-wracking. I know your heart is racing. Go and see why you lack that motivation. Go and do what you love. No hesitating. But before we talk about how to spark that inner motivation, there's a lot of reasons that you can lack motivation. So we're gonna talk about some of those reasons. For example, a perfectionist, they might lack motivation because they're nervous that some tasks won't be perfect, right? So they don't even do it because they're nervous that it won't be perfect. Until they address their need for things to be perfect, they can't accomplish anything. Number one is avoidance. We avoid feelings. For example, when I go running, I know it's gonna hurt. I know I'm gonna be tired. So I avoid running because I don't wanna feel tired. Or if it's tedious work, right? Long paper. I know it's gonna be boring. So I don't wanna do it. Let me know in the comments if y'all can relate. Cause y'all know what I'm talking about. Oh, that was a sunflower seed. Next is self-doubt. You might not think you can do it, and you'll struggle to get started if you don't think you can do it. I know my first open mic, my first performance, that was a big struggle for me. I was nervous. I was like, performing, man, they might not even like my music. So I struggled to want to write the right song for that performance. So self-doubt is another reason that might cause you to not be motivated. Sorry if y'all hear my chewing, but this is good. The trail mix is good. I highly recommend it if you're trying to get on a healthy diet. But number three, I can't roll it. Tres, lack of commitment. If your heart isn't into something, you're gonna struggle to get started, you know. So don't do nothing because someone else wants you to do it. Do it because you want to do it. Because if your heart isn't in it, that's gonna cause you not to be motivated. So if you don't have motivation, you gotta think like, do I really want to do this? And if your heart isn't in it, don't let no one stop you. Do it. And lastly, I'm not a doctor. This is just based on my experience, but depression. Lack of motivation is also a symptom of depression. So if you feel like you're depressed, go see a doctor, therapist, or something like that. Now let's talk about how to spark some motivation. The first way to spark that motivation is you gotta think optimistic and fight those thoughts. Hold on, let me put my trail mix down. You gotta fight those thoughts, you feel me? Because your brain is gonna think of many reasons that you can't do a task, but you gotta challenge it and just think on the bright side. Don't release this video. I'm gonna release this video. No one's gonna watch it, so you might as well not even waste your time. You're gonna watch it. You gotta think reasonable and think about the positive outcomes that can happen, and forget about the negatives and challenge those negative thoughts, because instinctively we're all gonna think what can go wrong. But once you convince yourself to do the task, then it usually works out better than expected. Number two, I'm so lame. Number two is practicing self-compassion. A lot of people think like being hard on yourself works, but it does not work. Research showed that self-compassion is more motivating, especially when you're going through life struggles. I realized this when I was on the phone with one of my good friends, because he pointed out, you're always chasing goals, you know, and I'm always hard on myself, and I realize I have harsh expectations, and it keeps me from doing a lot because of some of those things that I pointed out. So from now on, I'm thinking about how far I've come instead of what can go wrong. So you got to think about the positive side. I may not have passed my test, right? But I learned a lot, and I'll be ready for the retake. So think with that self-compassion. Next is use the 10-minute rule, right? So When you dread doing something, give yourself 10 minutes to do the task. And after that 10 minutes, ask yourself, do I really want to keep going? And sometimes after that 10 minutes, you're motivated to keep going. And boom, there you have it. The task isn't as bad as you thought most times, and you found enough motivation to keep going. So whether you have a report, or you're writing a paper, or you got to get off the couch to start a to-do list, give yourself 10 minutes and it could be very effective. The next step to motivation is pair a dreaded task with a fun task, something you enjoy. And you can easily boost your mood by adding something fun to it, right? So, for example, if you're listening to music while running, that's a dreading task with something good. Or watching a show while doing laundry. However, make sure that fun does not distract you, because you can fold your laundry while watching TV, but if you're watching TV while doing a paper, that's going to distract you, right? So just make sure you're not distracted and you balance accordingly. I'm going to say this loud for people in the back. Self-care is key. I don't even got to pull out a key for that. And what I mean by that is exercise regularly, get plenty of sleep, drink plenty of water. Go get some water right now. Hold on, we're gonna do a water break. Salud. Drink water. Make time for fun. Find ways to cope with stress, like working out, anything, and avoid unhealthy eating habits. So maybe eat less chips, more raisins. And lastly, reward yourself for working. So you may write 500 words, right? But then take a 10-minute break. You can work for 20 minutes and then check social media for 5. How long we've been making this video? We've been making this video for what, like 10 minutes? All right, let me check my social media real quick. Go out with friends after you finish your paper. I'm gonna do that right after this video. Don't get me wrong, everybody's different. Experiment with what works for you, but don't be counterproductive. If you're gonna go to the gym, don't go home and eat pounds of candy and desserts. That's counterproductive. Be productive and do what works for you. I hope you found some positive ways to spark your inner motivation. Everyone has their own unique ways, right? So I'd love to hear what works for you in the comments. Let me know. That's all I got. Get your healthy snacks. But I'll see y'all next time. Your boy's back. Let's get it. Hey, you gotta find that healthy motivation. Hey. It could be nerve-wracking. I know your heart is racing. Go and see why you like that motivation. Go and do what you love. No hesitating. I'm not saying what to do. These facts I'm stating. This is your life. Go live. Don't do no debating. You gon' fail. It happens. I know it's frustrating. History repeats. It's a cycle that's rotating. I dropped the mic. You gotta find that healthy motivation. Hey. It could be nerve-wracking. I know your heart is racing. Go and see why you like that motivation. Go and do what you love. No hesitating. I'm not saying what to do. These facts I'm stating. This is your life. Go live. Don't do no debating. You gon' fail. It happens. I know it's frustrating. History repeats. It's a cycle that's rotating.